You know, some people I talk with, they say they would give an arm or a leg for peace, for freedom, for the feeling that I get to wake up every day, not that I have to wake up every day, right? What would that take? What does that take to happen? Like, to make that a reality? Would it take revolution? Does it take using violence? Or does it take just sharing a good idea and moving things around a little bit, and instead of a revolution, we have a re-love-ution. We start putting love back in our action. We start putting the golden rule back into how we deal with each other, right? Hey, what are you doing, kiddo? She says, I'm just having fun, right? She just wants to attack everything, right? Because, oh my gosh, something's getting wet. Yep. Anyway, yeah. So a re-love-ution, right? A re-love-ution is what makes sense. A re-love-ution happens when we stop consenting. That's all we have to do. I mean, the Bill, what is it? Bill of Rights. Somebody somewhere scribbled on some paper somewhere that said we have some rights, and these rights are endowed to us by the Creator, by the unseen Creator, that which exists beyond our full and complete, probably, understanding, right? And so it's by the consent of the governed. Well, if you don't like how you're being governed, then it's wise to not consent to that, right? So that's all we do, is we stop consenting. And instead of relying on the government to be responsible for us, we recognize the importance of being self-responsible and how much freedom we can find from that. Because a lot of people, they're operating in the public domain. They have a business license, a busyness license, or they have um, they have rules and regulations that you may or may not agree with, right? But in the private domain, you just make up whatever rules you want, right? And as long as both the parties are voluntarily consenting to what's going on, then that's how your life happens right now, right? And there's ways we've been advertised to live that makes a certain number of people, really rich, right? But that's not the only way that we can live. I mean, I have a friend who lives off of. He's got two or three horses. I think he's got three horses, and he has invested in some really heavy-duty tarps and good gear to live off grid. And he's been doing that for over a decade. I think he's on it like his 12th year now, because it's peaceful and it's healthy, and it's helped him fix his mind um, of the struggles that he used to have. He was just like a lot of other people. Grew up in a city, doing skateboarding and getting in a little trouble here and there, and um, and then he wanted another way, because he realized that what he was doing wasn't actually working towards his happiness. See, I mean, like, she is super happy right now, and so why would I stop um, prevent her happiness? She's getting all wet, but it's hot outside, so it's really like a water park for dogs. All right, come this way. Hey, go this way. Like a laser pointer for a cat or a deer. You just need a water hose for a dog. What are you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, so there's a lot of different ways that we can be living other than how we've been advertised, right? And so all we have to do is recognize different options and see if they might fit better in our life than a life of perpetual debt on every level to exist. And I guarantee you, it's so much more rewarding when you're not right next to somebody else all the time. I mean, life is something really to be appreciated when you just get to hang out with your dog more than somebody you maybe don't get along with very well, right? But the thing is this world is a huge place, and there's room for everybody to exist here in a way that just makes sense, right? I mean, it's a way that our energy doesn't have to come through a meter, right? I mean, even though right now some of mine is, and it still costs me a lot of money, but I'm in my space here. I'm trying to build it as a transition space. So people have to have certain comforts in order to think that this is a good idea, and because people aren't quite ready to, they're not really ready to rough it. They're not ready to be completely natural. Everybody's natural is, a squirrel or a wolf or a little pibble. Yeah, so that revolution, all that happens is we start making our decisions consciously instead of compulsively aligned with how we've been doing it for a while, right? Because how we've been doing it for a while is slowly degraded into a way that it isn't very good, right? I mean, there's a lot of people trying to escape the reality right now, and today was an awareness day. I guess it was like a national overdose awareness day. And we have to ask ourselves, why are people overdosing? Right? Because they're trying to escape the reality of where they're at right now. The world is kind of crazy. And if you see how crazy it is, you don't really want to participate in it. Right? And if you don't want to participate in it, but you're expected to participate in it, and it's very expensive to participate in that world, there might be some traumas that happen. When these traumas happen, people look to escape that trauma. You're breaking the bushes, kid. Yeah. So what's happening now is people they're escaping. No. That's the bucket. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. Hey, no. Hey, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. But yeah, anyway, so there's ways that we can be building houses that are like, it just takes time, and a lot of people have time available. Takes effort, energy, but people are going to a gym. They're paying to go to a gym to move weight when you can just build a house. And then when you build your house, then you can just keep building houses, because once everybody has a house, then we don't have people that are houseless, right? And these houses are simple to build. They can last a long time. And if you don't believe me, you can look them up on the internet, right? It's called like earth ships, where you use tires and bottles and straw bales and concrete, and there's ways that are just way better than what we're doing it right now. It promotes peace, and when we're in peace and we're in calmness, we are healthier. And when we're healthier, we feel good, right? And so we're she's just a nut. When we're healthier and happier, we we're not depressed, right? And if we're not depressed, and if we're not in pain, then we're not looking to escape our right now moment. Gotcha. She's well hydrated. right? I mean, like, it's almost like she's. Oh my goodness. What's up, kid? See, it's okay to drink from the hose when it comes from a well. You know, you don't want to drink the first water that comes out of the hose because that'd be silly. But after everything's flushed out, all the plastic smell and taste, then it's really clean. It's good stuff. No fluoride, no chlorine. Comes from the source for free, rather than from a meter for a fee. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Gosh, she's nuts. Anyway, yeah. So whenever you guys are ready for a revolution, let's go ahead and talk, because it's only going to take us a few weeks to really turn things around. So, until then, I'll be up here at the Apocalyptic Ashram, Foxhaven, waiting.